Hold it! Yeah, this is Phoenix right here. That ending kind of sucked, so I'm sorry, Squirm, but the plug's not pulled yet.
Yeah, Phoenix Wright used his creative control powers and undid the ending.
Sure, why
How did
not?
that ending how did it get broadcasted in the first place?
That's because Apollo messed up and accidentally put in the wrong bit
Hey,
of
it wasn't
footage.
my fault. I said make a heart-wrenching ending, not that garbage.
Then how did you let it get to that far?
Yeah, but that was the only bit of creative control I had.
Whatever.
Anyway, Turbo 9, yeah, we've seen this bit.
And why did you re-included it?
He's probably gonna skip
Well-
through some stuff. And besides, it's not too much anyway. This ends the trial for this case. It is the special deluxe
It's
different ending.
Teo. It's just so that Phoenix can hear himself talk a bit more, because he loves to do in this game.
It may
Yeah,
never
yeah,
be reached. The
probably.
factors involved are
What
simple.
music
To
did you
defend the
use
poison
to
or father or
do
not. Is he good enough? Is there a reason for Mr. Mr. to defeat? As if another person was here without. And without a better be all. Please
hold
wait.
on.
Yes,
Is
jurors.
this
Number
that guy
4.
wrong,
There was something
huh?
in the jurors' hands
Hold
today.
on.
Persons not involved cannot be jurors. Yes, that is correct. I'm looking to see your judges. None of you are involved or involved in the case. So to answer your question, make a decision that's very initial. After 7 years from now, judge wisely, judge well.
Okay, now that Joe was finished rambling, basically that's the music from Ace Attorney Investigations. I felt I'd add that bit in as a bit of a preview to the next Ace Attorney playthrough.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's some nice foreshadowing. Not guilty. Now to
Yeah, that's what you're
confirm.
supposed to press.
And voila!
Dun, dun,
Thalassa
dun.
was,
I
of
guess we
course,
should.
Lambois.
I guess. Well, yeah, I'll talk this one kind of fast.
And so, a verdict was reached on October 9th, 2:14 p.m. The first verdict under the jurists.
Oh,
And-
I fucked up again.
And probably the only one, considering what happens in future games.
Innocent. By unanimous decision.
So in the other ending, we're basically the only one who voted.
Yep, hence the hung jury. The record will show that when the verdict was announced, special witness Christoph Gavin laughed.
And died of overlap.
A laugh louder than any ever heard before or since.
Game. I think it's a bit late to do the tell not show.
Well, they are showing.
That's not what I meant. But
I get
wrong.
you mean that it's in black and white. A
Hey,
laugh that echoed in the halls of justice.
Well, I think
Lingering
what
for what seemed
Teo
like
means that he
hours.
wanted to actually hear him.
I get
laugh
it when
and
we
shit.
just had the breakdown, but this is basically the game cutting corners and basically saying, "Oh yeah, this is what happens." Bye.
This is pretty much why this finale case is
Oh,
quite
guys,
possibly
a miracle happened.
in an
you.
intensive
The,
care ward.
the miracle
a true
did
miracle
indeed
occurred.
happen.
Fuck
Vera
you,
Misham opened her eyes. Somehow getting the good ending also means that she survives.
Well, yeah, she can't take the news.
Oh,
if she's
jeez.
guilty.
Of course, back at the Hickfield Clinic.
Oh god.
I
Why
guess
there?
she really was attached
Because,
to
Dwib-
stuff.
Just saving it to make sure I don't fuck up.
Because, Dwibs, we have the resources for
Also,
that particular
more
room.
rape.
Vera! Oh, I'm so glad.
And this is the.
Don't cry, Apollo.
After all, a lawyer can only
Apollo,
cry when
just
it's all
smile.
over.
Apollo is very
Boy.
stressed, and I don't blame him. I'm happy too. I'm proud of you, and I'm proud. You did well, Apollo.
I'm glad someone's happy.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, that's like the third time in this entire game you haven't been snarky at me.
When I thought about what if Vera,
Yeah, that would have sucked.
It's a good thing it wasn't canon.
It is sadly. Well, hey now, don't you start crying too.
Dwibs, leave the fanfiction
not.
fan on out of here.
Sorry,
That
dude.
it wasn't me.
it's always you.
Despite everything, it's still you.
Sorry you had to see us like this.
Where are the CDs in the hospital?
Don't you see, Pedro? They are her favorite films.
Let's
She
see.
is very.
Holy crap, she smiled!
Vera?
Let's see. When Phoenix was
Please
in here.
put those CDs back in cases.
Yeah.
Okay. When Phoenix was here, those were essentially DVDs that Maya sent him of the Steel Samurai. So I don't know what they're here for.
Oh.
For Vera.
Well, considering the Hickfield Clinic employs that guy,
Ah,
did you
Why
honestly
is he
think
still
that
working
the
there?
That doesn't be all that much better?
I think he's more a patient who just
If I
pretends
hadn't, you
that.
never would have bitten your nails.
Yeah, plot twist. This takes place in the same universe as Night Shift Nurses.
Never heard of
No,
that.
I was wrong.
You don't want to.
Is it Night
No,
Trap
wait,
but
it's
with
that
nurses?
Atlas game set in a hospital.
No, it's an anti.
Dwibs, what you would just prefer is called Trauma Center
Yeah,
instead.
that's what I meant.
Anyway.
It's a doctor who has a harem of female nurses.
Anyway.
There's probably Doctor Who fanfiction about that
Anyway,
already, but
clinging
whatever.
to a now she has now Vera has narcolepsy. Vera.
When I opened my eyes and saw you, I finally understood.
I finally understood that I should be playing the 3DS games.
But they don't exist yet.
Yeah.
Well, crap. Fine, I'll play the investigations game. It's actually better than this one.
But they don't exist yet either.
It's
Oh.
important to be part of the world.
All right, I'll play. What was it
Just
called?
hope for the future. I hear that this ghost trick is gonna be good.
Hey Apollo, enjoy your future. It's gonna
be great!
Well, actually, Jiraiya, his future. Well, actually, Shiroi, his future will actually be great. So yeah.
Well,
Actually,
not in
Depends
story.
on your point of perspective.
Not in story though.
In terms
So,
of his
Sonic
topic.
jinxed himself.
It looks like that poison has some effect after all.
I would argue that it's.
Everyone's holding Vera back from what?
Oh my.
No, hold it. Okay, I want to listen to this down before actually intervening.
Alright.
I knew you'd pull through, Vera.
So
just-
being poisoned removes something holding her back from life. Yeah.
It's more a metaphor than anything.
Whatever. The game is almost over.
It was a stupid metaphor.
Whatever. The game's almost over. I just want. Let's just move on.
I'm guessing having a near-death experience made her want to, get out more?
She
Probably.
got better because of magic. Moving on.
Oh no! It's not that bad.
Your
now,
future.
Pedro. Now see, what really happens is that she got better thanks to a magical bit of water from Miss
Let's see.
Tollery.
Let's see. What else? What else came out back in 2000? Yeah, back in 2007 was when Curious Village came out in Japan. So yeah, go play that.
I said Miss Tollery. That's
True,
the
but
Spectre's flute. Or...
True, but I was trying to think
Play
of
both,
2007. But I was trying to think of 2007 games she could be playing, since like you guys said, the 3DS games don't exist yet.
Sonic Cross Adventure.
Oh yeah,
Sure.
that's awesome.
Sure.
Oh, look, it's me.
Oh, nice drawing.
She has the same drawing abilities as Ethan from Heavy Rain. She can make a complicated, complex drawing in just a couple seconds.
I love it, thanks.
Wonder how Apollo's drawn.
Probably with the spiky hair again.
Let's see.
Of course,
Is that
of course.
me?
No.
Looks like a banana.
It's
My only
V.
defining character trait is my hair.
She
As of
really
yet,
captured your
yes.
essence, Apollo. Well, I think so at least.
You know, the game is literally flat out telling us that its main character is bland.
Not
that's-
really. Not really. That's more so just a joke at his jab of hair. I mean,
Honestly, Jova, that
Never
joke
mind.
kind of ends up biting them in the back, if you ask me, considering how.
It's like that joke near the end of Die Another Day when Moneypenny was using those VR sunglasses to make out with Bond.
wait, hold on.
Do
What's
you know what
this?
the other lawyer is?
The
How about
other
that?
layer?
I like that joke, but whatever.
Well, he's not a lawyer. Well, one, he's not a lawyer anymore, and two,
Hold on.
the other lawyer.
Oh, you mean Daddy? Except he's not a lawyer anymore.
Yeah.
Get it? He's not a lawyer anymore. Do we have to write that down your throat 50 times?
At this
Yes.
point, At this point, I'm just waiting for the game to fucking end.
To be fair, VR doesn't know.
It's my fault, isn't it? I'm sorry.
Vera, if you're apologizing, you have to wake up.
Dwibs, just because people have their eyes closed when talking doesn't mean they're asleep.
Oh, no. That's not what I meant.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, Pedro sings the Shia LaBeouf song.
I thought that was just do it.
No,
Yeah.
it's okay.
Yeah, that's just do it.
Sounded like you were saying no.
Something more like Lego Batman would do.
That was an interesting movie.
It
Yeah.
was.
I'm through looking away from the things I've done.
All right.
I hope I can look him in the eye again someday and apologize.
Well,
And
see,
here comes
anyway.
Phoenix.
The plot twist, Phoenix is right behind him.
Yeah, Phoenix, he like jumps out of bed. Did
I
somebody
was behind
call
this
me?
curtain the whole time.
I'm glad.
Surprise!
Oh, it's kind of like Roland at the end of chapter 7 of Nino Kuni 2. Allow me to explain.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'd be happy to hear that.
He brought all those things for me when he came to visit
Oh,
earlier.
I guess those
There
are the
you go.
same. Oh, I guess those are the same Silver Samurai DVDs that Maya sent him. Maybe.
No, Jove, it was a certain someone. We can't mention the characters by name for
No,
some
no. Jova. It's the Kurine bootleg version.
Oh my God, I was right. Those are the same videos that Maya sent Phoenix.
You mean that stack of videos? Mr. I finished watching them all?
You
But
know-
wait, why did he watch...
I knew my real daddy was alive.
Why
Of
do you need
course you did.
DVDs? It's the 2020s. Why not just binge them all on Netflix? You don't need all the discs.
Well,
th-
so not everybody can afford Netflix. Also, who knows? The hospital may not have had Netflix.
Plot twist, Jova. One of those is actually the Kurine bootleg version.
I'm
Also,
sorry.
I imagine that the particular ward Vera was on is one that internet is not allowed.
7 years ago.
You know, now that I think about it, Trucy, why didn't you ever tell anyone
I
that...
was the one who helped him vanish from the courtroom.
Speaking of which, Trucy, how come you never told anyone about that suspicious man who gave you that weird diary page to give to Phoenix?
Well, she was too young to even.
No, what I mean
realize.
is like, oh, I mean,
How?
let's see, she's 15 now.
I'm not telling.
Of course.
No,
She was
I'm...
8. She was 8 at the time, so.
Wait, she's 15 now, though. It's been 7... Oh, yeah, she would have been 8 at the time. Wait, how come she never told anyone that Kristoff gave her that diary page?
Because they never asked.
Come to think of it, why didn't they ever
All you
have...
had to do was ask.
You know, why didn't they ever have the post office come and testify about the letter that Kristoff sent?
Stop asking questions and enjoy the game.
He promised me that day he went away.
Yes? Pedro?
We may not meet again for some time, but we'll never forget each other. I mean, we may not meet again for some time, Trucy. I wish I was playing that game right now. But now this, I will be watching, and one day I shall return. Irony!
Well, he technically did return. Admittedly in a pine box, but I digress. So sad.
I just like to make
Wow.
I just like to put a pinpoint that it was Jova who said that. Not
Oh,
anyway.
Trucy. In the end, he couldn't keep that promise, could he?
We get it, Apollo.
Yeah, he's a shit father.
By the way, guys, did you know Zach Grabbery was dead?
It's okay. Phoenix is my daddy now, even if he can't really play
It's
the piano.
It's okay. It's okay. I have a better daddy now anyway. No.
Yeah, Trucy never really sheds a tear even when she finds out he's
I
dead.
use him to shoot apple off his head
Like a-
with arrows in magic shows.
Like I said, Teo, she actually has a good daddy now. So
Then he can't.
So it's
It's a
actually
combination of having a better father and spending that much time separate from her father probably did cause some disconnect.
Oh, and I've got you too. Yes, you're here too, even if your voice is kind of loud sometimes.
Okay.
We all, hey guys, we all did it together.
And Apollo helped.
Thanks to the power of teamwork.
Speaking of
And
being,
Apollo.
List.
speaking of being together, kind of a small group for celebration in comparison to Turnabout Goodbyes, where everyone
too.
gets together
Hey,
to
come to
celebrate.
think of it,
Well, Jova, that would require this game to have interesting side characters in order for that
It
to happen.
did have some interesting ones, but I'll go more into that later.
where is Daddy? The one who can't play.
Wait, Zach could play
what?
piano?
Tag?
The one who can't play? What,
Remember,
was it-
she mentioned
Piano.
she mentioned about Phoenix not being able
No,
to play
I know
the
that.
piano.
I know that. But is Zach Grammer even good at piano? I don't remember us ever seeing him play the piano.
I guess to be fair, Phoenix is better known for being not able to play.
Do you know?
I think he said he had to meet someone.
It's because she specifically said the one that can't play piano, as if to imply that the other one can. But we never
Yeah.
seen Zach. But we never seen Zach Grammer play piano.
I
It
wonder.
could be used just to refer as just a quality rather than a comparison.
Yeah.
Nah, the way she phrased it was a bit
True, it is. It's still.
Maybe it's a new mommy.
Sorry,
About
Trucy.
that, Trucy.
Okay. Don't tease Jova with that. Come on, game.
I mean, okay, look.
I've
this-
moved on and I kind of stopped caring, but Jova hasn't. So come
Look.
on, game.
Hey, Pedro, it's not just a case of moving on, but it is a legitimate concern as to where the heck Iris is. Like,
Oh,
True.
Trucy.
you gotta admit, it's weird that the 3DS games cover some things, but not some of that stuff.
She's in the Takumi/Yamazaki box of I don't give a shit.
Well, remember,
Yes, dear?
maybe 7 is, maybe that's what 7 is for, Jova?
Well, I'm waiting to see. I mean, look, I will still hold that, yes, Yamazaki is a great writer. I do think that maybe he could have prioritized some things with addressing things that people have been waiting to know about.
I'll tell you again more in my final thoughts of Jova as well, but for now.
Well, the cliffhanger of 6 should tell you something, so, yeah.
I honestly have no idea where they're going with the series after this. And that's not to say that it's bad, it's just,
Oh, but don't worry, guys. We get to see Mr. Hat.
Oh, like for
yeah.
the third time in the entire game.
Yeah,
Like-
that's another, yeah.
What was even the point of that?
Yeah,
Mr. Hat
that's a
came
good-
in handy during the second case when Trucy actually used
So
it
it's
to bail
extremely
Apollo out.
situational.
Yeah, that's a good point actually. Mr. Hat is actually very rarely used, and it's a shame because there's so much comedic potential you could make out of this.
Not only that, but there's some pretty keen sprite work for the time when it was done
I
on the
get it.
DS.
I get it. You don't want to make it
Oh.
Trilo 2.0.
Hold
but
on.
Come on.
Right, let's hear it then.
Objection!
Was that late? Was you doing an impression of Leighton saying objection?
Maybe.
Not loud enough, and I like Miss Magic Underwear better anyway.
Follow.
Oh, come on, Apollo.
Well, that wouldn't work because Litton's objection is supposed to be a bit more restrained because, you know, an English gentleman.
That's magic panties, Apollo.
Come on.
Okay, semantics.
Semantics. Also, Mr. Hat just disappeared in a jump cut, but
Yeah.
whatever.
Oh, hi, Phoenix.
Hi, Nick.
So, your memories returned, Shadow.
And, by the way, question just to be quick confirmation: the person in the portrait is a young Zach Grammary.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It's Trucy's little reminder, basically.
Mr.
Okay.
Wright, was this all part of your plan, too? I don't know what you're talking about.
Sure, Phoenix. Sure.
I don't think even the writers know
When
what
I
they're-
lost my memory, I was reborn as Lamoir.
Well, at least it didn't turn
Who
into a
takes
fi-
an amnesia victim and turns them into a pop star?
Well, okay.
To be fair, the reason she became a pop star was when she met Machi, as we learned in Turnabout Serenade.
Well, could be worse. She could turn to a life of violence, but
You
she
know, that felt when you realize that Turnabout Serenade is not really a filler case, but incredibly integral, considering Lamoir's role in all
I
this.
wish it wasn't.
didn't.
You
Basically,
know, I'll give Turnabout Big Top this. Yes, Edgeworth was involved, but Turnabout Big Top didn't nearly hint as much into the plot. Anyway, there was no guarantee that regaining your memory would make you happy.
Basically, Shiroi, there's a Fist of the North Star badly localized Sega game that literally has a guy that turns to life of violence just because he lost his memory.
Of course it is a happy thing. For so long, I thought I was alone.
I'm still lonely.
And then I met
Oh.
Machi
There's
Tabai.
nobody.
Please stop.
But now I know I have children. 2 dear children.
From 2 different fathers.
We're children, we're children.
I'm so proud of them. This too, I think, is thanks to you. Yep. So, when do you want me to tell them? Are you going to tell them?
No.
They do not know?
Well, no.
Look, I had to do 7 years worth of investigation to learn that. Nope, they don't. They don't know their mother. They don't even know their siblings. Actually, well, I guess maybe Trucy didn't know her mother before that stage accident. I will go to them. When the time is right, I long for my
They
children.
made a vow, their
Mother will be found. I long for my children, but I have to wait. To act
Don't
too
do something,
soon could
babe.
seal their fate. They made a vow their mother will be found. Sonic Underground! They're Sonic heroes, yes indeed. They're very important to me too.
Game,
Hold on, guys. Go ahead, Dwibs. Go ahead.
game, you've already got a bad enough reputation as it is. The last thing you need to be working off is the worst Sonic animated show.
That theme song is
I lo-
awesome. Shut up.
I like
long
Sonic
for my-
Underground, thank you very much. It's
It's
not the best.
no.
Look. I said I like it. It's not even the best. I like the songs.
No, I like the opening song, but I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Jaleel White can't sing for shit. I'm sorry,
he
can't
can
for
sing.
I
shit.
don't even think that was Julia White singing.
Yeah,
Was
that
it?
was Julia White.
Oh, okay. So was it or wasn't it?
It was. He can sing.
I'm disagree.
I think
Anyway,
what you're thinking of is that he can't sing when he's doing Sonya's voice.
oh god. Oh,
Anyway,
But yes, but he's bad. Not he's bad at that too.
I've seen a lot of mysterious things these past 7 years. Yeah, can we see what happened in those 7
How
years?
about also the previous one, Phoenix? You've
How
seen the
about
dead
no?
rise from the grave.
But your
So-
bracelets were the strangest of all. Bull! Bull!
Yeah, bullshit.
Dude.
Out of all 7 years
Oh,
of this,
hello.
I can think of a freaking
First time we see Apollo front sprite.
I remember meeting him half a year ago now in Christoph Gavin's office.
So this whole game took place over the course of half a year.
7 years, technically.
Well, to
No,
be fair,
okay.
to be fair, most
okay,
of
fine,
these
Okay,
Also-
I mean the present part.
most of the Ace Attorney games takes place in the course of like a couple of months. So
Oh, you mean starting from when Phoenix first met Apollo? Yeah, about a year and a half. 2 fates destined to intertwine. I never thought they would have crossed. They're like dual destinies. I'll
Yes.
never forget that. No, really, I'm gonna write that down. I'm sure that'll come in handy later.
Just make sure you use it for the right story.
Right, the story where we finally take down this Dark Age of the Law. Nobody's really been saying that lately. Such a small
Yeah,
thing.
don't worry, I'll make up for it.
Such a small thing, that bullet, and yet it tore more from me. 10 years ago, during a simple rehearsal, it was supposed to be simple. It was a miracle no one died, but I didn't survive that accident.
and
So,
her father
Where
and
was she
her
shot,
father,
by the way?
yeah, and her father along with Brushel covered the accident.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Brushel was
yeah,
not in
from-
on the covering thing. Magnify did all the covering all on his own. Brushel didn't even really know.
Judging from that shot, it looked like she was shot in the stomach. So basically, being shot in the stomach gave her amnesia.
Nah, she got hit in the head.
Yeah.
Now, my
she
memory
should have
has
died.
returned. I am myself once more. You don't always die from a bullet in the head, but it can do mental damage. For
Yeah.
the first time, I am glad to be alive, Mr. Wright.
Believe it or not, Dwibs, the skull and the liquid that your brain is immersed actually do serve to something.
Speaking of miracles, Vera Misham regained consciousness this morning. So, audience, you're probably wondering as to how that accident happened. Well, we've talked over it. Basically, they did the Valentin Zax shoot-'em-up thing with the shooters being blindfolded.
Yeah, you told me, Jova, at the end of a previous part.
Actually, I did that off camera.
Oh,
It
sorry.
is a strange thing, Fate. Fate, which says that King Arthur was truly actually a waifu in a blue armored dress, and Nero Claudius of the Roman Empire was actually a Roman dress-wearing woman.
Joe, nothing. It sounds like the woman speaking. You just said that line in Phoenix's voice.
You know what I've been thinking?
But this game needs to end.
Aside from that, people don't die that easily, really. Fiction tends to exaggerate it.
It depends on the author, Phoenix. So.
And then the woman just shoots him.
As long as they've got something worth living for.
You just gotta believe.
You were saying, you gotta believe.
Yeah,
I know, I gotta believe.
And that's pretty much the end of my story. Bullshit.
Excuse me, you don't
I've
even
still got a long way to go.
You don't
This
even
power of
do.
mine,
Sorry.
Well, it needs some work. But there's hope now. We'd lost it, but somehow we found it again. That's why people are smiling again. Hope. Yeah, I think I'll keep at this lawyer thing for a while. Oops, training time. Gotta go. Courts of steel. Here comes justice.
I'm sorry.
Objection!
You don't even do the whole present the final piece of evidence at the end?
Oh, snap. We really don't. Oh, by the way, the director for this was someone called Mitsuru Endo. Huh, so the first time Shutakumi wasn't the director.
Also, don't you worry about true grammarly. Trucy's on the case.
Okay, so apparently Shutakumi was not the director of this game. Go figure. Trucy Grammary. Frankly, I've got my doubts, but hot Grammary, now that'll pack 'em in. Also, visual technique that the DS could do. Planning Takeshi Yamazaki.
Yamakawa and Takeshi Yamazaki.
Hi, Xavier.
And it's not every day you get to try that rocks harder than one of our gigs, yeah? That's why it's over. The Governors are breaking up. Yay! The news caused a run on tissues at supermarkets nationwide.
Basically, Clavier is actually gonna drop the whole Rockstar thing and actually focus better on his prosecutor job. Which does kind of show in Dual Destinies.
I look forward to our next jam session. Sure, I'm sure you'll be a much better character in the next game.
Oh.
Right?
Okay, Shutakumi's name still hasn't come up on these credits. Jesus Christ. Well,
I guess it's
finally over.
Has to be left out of the credits or something like that.
Well, he wasn't even the director. I've been a piano player longer than I've been a lawyer. Now that everything's sorted out, I've got time on my hands. Maybe I'll take some lessons. Or maybe I'll take the bar exam again. Fans did not know how to take that, whether or not it was a teasing of things to come, or a teasing of what would never be. Thank God it was the former.
This ending was just so phoned in.
Oh, hi, Emma.
So, I was standing around eating sakus. Then I got this crazy idea. What if they were golden? You could augment the crunch, or better yet, make them ding. Ah, the power of science. Maybe the preservatives may not be 100% safe.
And in terms of the mainline series of games, not counting investigations, we never saw Emma Skyve again for 9 years.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
okay.
The ship here is in its Attorney 6.
Oh, you again.
In unlikely event, you're wanting Russian feast at the Borscht Club. You don't even call it in restaurant as Borscht. Duh. But if greater challenge is being required, then come to the hideout. You know who to ask for.
Whatever, I don't care. Whatever, I don't care about
We'll
you.
never see him again, so bye.
Hey, all of you know I was a part of the best case in this game.
Is
Not
in
really
Dual
saying
Destiny?
a whole lot.
Does Dual Destinies even explain how, the circumstances why Phoenix quitted the Borscht Club?
Oh, well, oh, yes, that
Hi,
is
Plum.
explained. Hey, another great character of this game. So,
Yeah.
Kentucky Pastries is getting back to its eastern roots. Yo, boss, quota time!
This is how we ride ruled, capiche?
But, it's still about giving a slack. Yo, boss, PR time!
Oh god.
And this is how we ride people, right?
Not that Rocky is paying any attention. Or kids.
It's one character I'm glad to see the back end of, that's for sure.
Da 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 da.
Music done by Toshikika Horiyama.
Oh,
Sorry! Chinese characters on cake was a fly idea like 3,000 years ago. Believe that. Man, you
That's
wanna
about
make,
you.
you gotta keep it real, you know what I'm saying? Yo, that's why I made the OG cracker. For real. I know it don't look like no cracker, G. What, you want me to call it the OG muffin?
What
I'm
the
so glad
heck
you're
did
retiring from the
say?
gangster
Oh.
business. You would have been slotted for that.
Whatever, moving on.
Sound effects, yeah, of course.
Two people.
I
Dio?
don't know where all these talk about food is coming from. Ask me, there's only one food, and that's noodles. Noodles forever.
Parappa
I got
the
you
Rapper
one
2
too.
covers that.
See, this time I just put a big chunk of salt in the bowl. Oh, why pretend? Eldon's noodles is about the salt. Salt forever. The fuck?
You're gonna
Salt
die
forever.
from salt overdose, my friend.
That's what people
Salty.
didn't like the Turtles Forever shows.
All, you know, that's
Well,
just
if it's
bad
any
volume pressure.
consolation, El Doom
Oh,
does
you
carry
too.
over.
My exceptionally exquisite nature has won me inevitable adoration in my department somehow. You see, they used to call me Wesley Stinkler and Wesley Stinkopoulos.
Sticky hands.
But no longer. I have a new name. One that reflects my true academic nature.
Barber.
Wesley Sicko. Reporting. Yes, curiosity is a sickness, and I am the cure.
Congratulations.
Well done.
That is
Well-
not why you got that nickname, probably.
Oh, hey,
No.
Alexander Smith. Nice to see you back from the first game.
And the phone, so...
Janet Sue.
Yeah,
course.
well, remember,
She's the localization.
She's been the
She-
localization head ever since Justice for All.
Yeah, she's basically the big head honcho of Ace Attorney localizations.
Oh,
I don't know
Alexander.
how to thank you for all you've done. Light has returned to my life, and with it joy. I may have lost years, but I have gained a treasure. 2 treasures, in fact. I will think of them when I write my next song.
Who's
I'll
she
call it
talking?
Life Light.
The player,
Mr.
of
Wright,
course.
oh,
I mean, I guess Wright. Phoenix Wright. Or, maybe,
Russia, Brussels, Brussels here, back on the beat with another interview.
In jail.
How do I feel about how things turned out? No scoop yet, but journalists' confidence in mint condition.
What are you doing, Christoph Cell?
What the?
We need to end
Yeah,
on that.
but good job, Gabe. You just mirrored the.
KJ Inafune, the executive producer.
I decided to keep painting. Originals only, of course. I suppose I'll have to see if there's
Isn't that supposed?
I want to
Oh
paint.
yeah, right.
But I know there are good people out there now. I've met them.
Aww.
Oh nice.
The door is open. The world is waiting. Thank you.
That is all. Anyway, Brussels kit. Yeah, that basically the entire reaction of the fan base to this game. Good job.
Oh, there we go.
Just shoots a Kubi.
Okay, now I'm really beginning to.
Oh,
Okay, I may have a theory based off of
wait,
these
wait,
credits.
hold it. What about Valent? Doesn't he get? He
Fuck
doesn't.
Valent.
He doesn't
Oh.
get a thank you skit at the end.
I guess he
I
But he
turned.
was
I'm sorry, Dwibs. Valent doesn't exist anymore.
I'm pretty
What
sure.
the
he was
hell?
pretty
What?
prominent. What?
What the hell is wrong with
Okay.
this game?
What happened is that Valent apparently turned himself in, as was said after he and
Well,
Phoenix
we don't get an
messed up the-
explanation for that.
Oh well, that's sure. That's
That's
because
it.
Valent. Well, sure. That's because
That is
Valent.
it.
Sure, that's because Valent tampered with the crime scene to
How
make it seem like Zack was the
insipid.
murderer. That said, it is really a shame that they don't give us a thing with Valent, since he's technically not, gone like most bad guys are.
I honestly wouldn't even consider Valent a bad guy, if you ask me.
Not really.
Okay, to be fair, Valent is the reason that Zack kind of got accused in the first place, because he massively messed up with the crime scene. But yeah, I do think the game's maybe a bit too harsh on Valent, especially considering how he's one of the better characters. But
Which
I'm gonna save
ties
more
to
for my final
entire
thoughts.
argument, but whatever.
Actually, since this game was really long and draining, we're gonna just split our final thoughts into the next part, so we'll see you then.